Hi, my name is Rachel Moen, and here's my presentation on working memory. Okay, so my task was remembering someone's name throughout a conversation. Our working memory helps us with our short-term memory. It allows us to store that information in our minds while also allowing us to do other activities at that same time. Alright, so for my visual, spatial, and phonological examples, for my visual spatial sketchpad, I thought of writing their name down in your phone or using a picture of them to remember their name with their face. I personally like to put somebody's name down in my notes app or just important information that I need to remember into my notes app because I can just go there and look at it and see like, oh, I have to do this today, or oh, I have to, remember this tomorrow, or, it's just a good thing to use for remembering things, in my personal opinion. And then for my phonological loop, I said that making a rhyme scheme with their name is also a good way. An example of this would be the name game. I don't know if anybody has heard of it or has seen it, but I will provide an example. So first off, here is the Notes app, and just basically, how they have just all their little random ideas, their thoughts, and important things that they need. And then for the name game, basically, it's a chant. It goes the name game, and then they use the example of Shirley. You go Shirley, Shirley, Bo Burley, Banana, Fana, Fo Furley, Fee, Fi, Mo, Merly, Shirley. So basically, you just take their name and you rhyme it with whatever the next name is. And I also use this a lot to remember people's names because I'm not very good at remembering names without seeing their faces. So when I hear their name for the first time, I just play this in my head automatically. And here is what it sounds like. Alright. And then for good versus bad performance, for the visual spatial, good performance would be the person writes the name down in their notes app and remembers their name from it. Most of the time, just writing stuff down also helps you remember it better. Bad performance would be the person doesn't remember to put the name in their phone and they forget the name because they don't ever think to look back at it. And for the phonological, good performance would be the person remembers the chant in rhyme scheme and plays it back to remember their name for the next time they see them or have to talk to them. Bad performance would be the person doesn't know or remember the chant and cannot remember the person's name when they need to. And then ways to instill positive results in these methods would be to practice and memorize the chant of the name game, getting used to using your notes app on your phone to write down important messages or information that you won't forget. And the most important one is repetition. Repetition helps you learn important things better and more easily. Hearing it over and over again instills the topic more in your brain. So just repeating their name, maybe out loud or in your head, are both really good ways to remember somebody's name. And that is my presentation on working memory.